guys? Joe Szymanski here. How do you like that, Mason Nation? Another big win for your Patriots today. Shooting section absolutely showed out. Go green and gold. Good afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe Szymanski with Giant Killer and the Onward to Victory podcast, your number one stop shop for Mason recaps and reviews of every single game and off-season transfer content. This is a big one, folks. This is the one we want. This is the rematch, the Revolutionary Rivalry. George Mason, George Washington, your Patriots coming back off hot. Big win on Saturday, 75-67 over Rhode Island. Huge win, complete the series sweep of the Rams. As well, now we're looking to get some revenge after a mid-January loss to those George Washington to be determines. Mason, of course, after last game, a huge game from Josh Adair of 27 points, but not to be disqualified. Ticket Gaines and Ronnie Polite, each with 15 points. Ronnie with 9 assists, Ticket with 9 boards. Holy cow, if Ticket's playing like this again, folks, let me tell you something. I don't know how we can lose if Ticket is playing like that in this short term here, especially with Victor Bailey Jr. confirmed to be out until the A10 tournament with a broken finger. Tim English confirming at the Coach Show yesterday that it is a Ticket-like injury that Victor held, which does mean his timetable puts him on track for the A10 tournament at this rate, but out for the remainder of the regular season. Looking ahead now to Wednesday night against George Washington, and let me tell you, folks, you know what the story is for the to be determines. It's stop James Bishop. Can you stop James Bishop? And don't let James Bishop score too many of you. Bishop has been one of the best and most surprising players in the nation this year. One of the best scorers all around. 21 points a game, averaging also, don't forget, 5.2 assists. He's a 42% field goal shooter, only 29% from beyond the arc. Bishop likes to get his points within the 2-point line. He likes to drive, but I would be remiss if I didn't forget their other guard, Brendan Adams, averaging 17.5 a game, along with 3 assists and 4.3 boards. And he's a much better field goal shooter, 47% from the field and 40% from deep. This guy is good, scary good if you look the way he plays here. As well, I would be remiss to remind you guys, those are the two we got to watch out for, both looking like all A10 players. Bishop put before GW, they've had a bit of a fallback recently. Let's remember here, they've had a bit of a fallback. They've lost 4 of their last 5. The only win coming on February 8th against Richmond of their last 5 games in that 2-overtime thriller. And Bishop himself has not been as hot recently. He's averaged below his season level in those 4 losses, of 18 against Ford, only 12 against LaSalle, only 9 against Duquesne, and only 15 against Joe's. If Mason can come, it seems to be the story. If Mason can keep Bishop below his average, just below or right above his average of these points per game here. Sorry, I clicked on Brendan Adams there. I apologize. Adams, though, it's a similar story, though. You keep him below his season average, not going to be really all that big of a problem. Kind of the same story here for Bishop, though. Like I said, he hasn't been hot. 15, 14, 10, 33 in that double OT winner against Richmond, and then 13 again against Joe's. Look, he's guy. Neither of them have been on. If we can keep them below, below 20 points, looking like a good chance here that Mason has a good shot. There's also been some conversation whether or not George Washington is starting to look a little bit tired. Obviously, the story around them, they've really been only to play 8 guys due to some injuries this year. Mainly E.J. Clark, who was expected to be a big off-the-bench guy as a guard. He went down early with a knee injury. Keegan Harvin as well went down with a foot injury. Amir Harris and Kwanzi Samuels had to step up and get bigger minutes, but neither of them are really big-name guys. Really, if they want your guy off the bench, Noel Brown, the big 6'10" center, had a pretty good game against Mason off the bench. He's going to have to be key now, but it's mainly going to be that 5. Bishop, Adams, Max Edwards, Ricky Lindo, their big rebounder, and Hunter Dean. This is a combo of veteran and youth. Edwards obviously going to be the key player going forward. I believe this is Bishop's last year. He is a senior in some capacity this year, but I don't know what his life is like in terms of COVID years. Same with Brendan Adams. Lindo, I know for sure, is done after this year, and I'm pretty sure Hunter Dean as well is also le kaput after this year as well. So there will be some overturn for GW, the to be determined next year. But right now, it's going to be a fun one. I will be there on press row at the Smith Center at 7 p.m. Tomorrow night on Stream It Live on ESPN Plus. Mason Nation, I think we might pull this one out. Little secret. I think we might pull this one out. Mason takes this one 75-73. Tight and close one at the Swiss tournament. I think Mason's going to get their revenge here on Wednesday night. Thank you all for listening so much. Be back here on Thursday for the recap of the GW game. Keep watching, keep listening. I want to hear what your guys' predictions are going into the game. Like, subscribe. We'll keep going here. We've got a whole nother season. Only 5 games left of the regular season. And it's A10 tournament time. Be prepared, be ready, and go green and gold.